Hi, I'm Sala, and in this video we are going to conclude the discussion on the demo of linear matrix inequalities, LMIs, applied to finding the smallest ellipse enclosing given polyhedra and other ellipse. The code would apply to higher dimensions with minor modifications, and the LMIs are a computationally efficient way of solving this kind of problems. So if we recall, we had this cyan polyhedra given by a list of vertices. We had this red ellipse given by a known positive definite matrix M. So this was the boundary. And then we define a decision variable, a symmetric 2x2 matrix. So we have three scalar decision variables, which must be positive definite. We defined these constraints appended one by one to the list of LMIs. So the ellipse contains the 10 vertices. Actually, just 8 were needed because 2 of them were inside the polyhedron, but maybe LMIs are faster to compute than convex hull operations. Then we added this condition, M was known, P was decision variable, to ensure that the ellipse given by P is larger or equal than that given by M. And then with this condition to ensure that the circle of radius ρ is larger or equal than that given by P. Our goal was minimizing ρ, but we translated it to maximizing beta, the inverse of ρ squared, subject to this inequality, plus the rest of LMIs. So we are minimizing the length of the largest half-axis of the ellipse. And as you can see, this is equivalent to saying that the minimum eigenvalue of P must be larger than beta. Maybe it's clear here. And we must maximize the minimum eigenvalue. At the end, we obtain sort of a circle. I mean, the problem has not a single solution because the shorter axis of the ellipse can be anything up to being equal to the largest one, of course. So intuitively, we would like to have kind of shorter ellipse in this direction, but of course, keeping the maximum half-axis as small as possible. Well, in order to do that, we need to push not only on the smallest eigenvalue of P, but on the largest eigenvalue of P as well. So, as the trace of a matrix is the sum of the eigenvalues, we will propose this modification. So we will maximize beta, which is roughly the lowest eigenvalue, but we also will try to maximize with 10,000 times less intensity, let's say, the other eigenvalue of P. I mean, the larger P is, the smaller the geometric body it represents. So we wish to make all eigenvalues of P larger, but with a weighting, let's say, in which we are weighting 1.0001, the smallest eigenvalue, plus 0.0001, the largest eigenvalue. So we want to maximize that. So we put minus here because Matlab minimizes. So good, with this modification, we will push towards a smaller ellipse, the shorter axis, but we will push, let's say, with 10,000 times less force. So if we execute again, well, we get a new successfully solved solution, which feels intuitively better. I mean, formally, both the circle and the yellow ellipse are solutions to the problem, but they are, let's say, the extreme solutions in the set of infinite possible optimal solutions. We have the one with smallest small axis and the one with larger small axis, i.e. which is equal to the large axis, so we get a circle. But okay, between the many solutions of my minimum radius problem, the one that is more intuitively appealing is the one we have just drawn here. So we'll keep it as the final solution to the smallest ellipse inside the smallest circle. But if we wish, we can change our criterion to the smallest area of the ellipse. Indeed, the area of a circle is pi r squared. The area of an ellipse is pi times the product of the half axis. And Yalmip has the geomean operator, which is in this case the square root of the eigenvalues. And then, as the area indeed is proportional to the product of the half axis, but that half axis are exactly the square root of the eigenvalues of p inverted, then that means that this thing is inversely proportional to the area of the ellipse. So if we maximize it, then we are exactly minimizing the volume of the ellipsoid or the area in the 2D case. So this is it. This new execution of optimize gives me a different solution that I labeled with pval2, and that solution has a volume of 37.9, which is lower, of course, it's the optimal area, compared to the area of 43.35 units that my minimum radius stuff obtained. So there is an ellipse with lower volume, and if we superimpose the two solutions, then we get this. We have the yellow-orange, let's say, ellipse that was the first solution with minimum radius. Let me draw the smallest circle in which we can put our polyhedra. This is it in green. So the smallest ellipse, let's say, inside the smallest circle is the yellow one, but it has a larger area than the optimal ellipse with the smallest area, which is the purple one. So we end here. In this video, we have discussed some refinements to the smallest circle problem that we discussed in a prior video to this one. So with the trace, we were able to push a little bit towards the inside of the circle in the minor axis of the ellipse, keeping the major axis as small as possible. And then, in the second part of this video, we discussed how the geomean command was able to let the solver give me the ellipse with smaller area, which is the purple one. Results scale to higher dimensions efficiently, as LMIs are convex optimization routines. So we end the video here. Thanks for watching.